Acno, though, actually on the Kea, pulling a page out of Fozzy's book, and Neeze on the Val.
Yeah, I expected a little a Koji pick from Acno here, but switching over to Kea is an interesting option. He does have that sizable record on or against Neeze, but I'm not gonna count Neeze out. I'm rooting for him regardless. But again, Acno is the favorite matchup here, right? The favorite pick for this matchup. But it looks like, Neeze is getting some damage stacked up on him off stage, getting hit with the ground pound on Bo, and is able to make it back. GCD light barely missing there. So Acno again putting a lot of damage onto Neeze with the spear here.
And I do want to correct myself because I was still thinking about the last set. That's not Val, that's Wushang. I said the wrong legend for the Chun-Li crossover, but Neeze gonna make me just remember that it's Chun-Li and it doesn't really matter trying for the Tatsumaki.
Oh, nice catch there with that signature from Acno, and taking out that first stock against Chun-Li there. Denying him of a weapon. Oh, recovery barely missing. Dare coming out, sidelights. He's looking for any other options here. Neeze trying to find his way to close out this stock. Dare missing. Weapon throw into the gauntlet. Play recovery, taking out that stock.
2-2, evened up. A little bit of damage on Neeze already.
Yep, 2-2. Looks like Chun-Li has a little bit more damage, but let's see what he does. Neeze making some work happen here with the gauntlets. Sidelight Nair missing, but Acno's able to punish with that Sarah. Great Nair coming out from the bow on Acno's side here. Great spacing. That signature ability misses completely, but Neeze is coming back and making some work happen with these gauntlet plays.
Ooh, but Acno with the catch, GC high into the bow shot for the stock. Makes Neeze suffer a little bit for trying to recover high. Ooh. Oh, and he's deep off stage too. Okay, the potential early stock there if Neeze had made one more mistake. I believe he only had one jump left, so if he had burned it the wrong way, it would have been a stock for sure. Tries for the sig there, charging it up all the way as well, but Acno just going low and then going high for both the stock and the game. A dominant game number one from Acno.
Yeah, it's what we expected earlier from their match set, but the Chun-Li still doing some work. It looks like there's a character switch up here from Neeze. He's going over to the Val. He basically predicted it. Moving on from the Chun-Li, and let's see how this sword gauntlet matchup does against Acno versus the gauntlet spear.
Yeah, just swapping on to, well, I guess, I accidentally said Val earlier when I was talking about the character that Chun-Li was a crossover. I was accidentally looking at the script. Sorry, guys. I read too far ahead. Called out game number 2 instead of game number 1 before it happened. But on to the Val. We'll see if the sword can do a little bit better against Acno.
Yeah, let's see how it is performing a lot better than in this matchup than the last. Great Sarah taking out Acno's options there. Wow,
I think a lot better is a little bit of an understatement. That was a phenomenal start to the game for Neeze, trying to make Acno bleed a little bit.
Quick takeout from Acno's stock there. Neeze putting in a lot of work, almost catching him with that neutral signature on gauntlet. Off stage. Wow, a lot of pressure, a lot of attacks connecting over on Neeze's side. Super accurate from him. Great ground pound connecting. Can he do more? And he is. Oh, third ground pound missing.
Acno definitely had the opportunity for a KO off stage, but it wasn't quite there for him as Neeze was able to make it back up on. And now he's just doing even more damage, looking to take a 3-stock-to-1 lead. The recovery not enough, but this one might be if he connects. And there it is. Wow.
Neeze is definitely shown a different side of him on this Val pickup on the second match, dominating this game for game 2.
This is why I was so excited when talking about the Val when I read ahead in the script, because I knew this was coming.
Yeah. Ooh. Ground pound almost connecting there. Neeze is showing off a lot of skill with these gauntlet plays. Unarmed here. T-like ground pound into the gauntlets there.
You know
Trying to
what?
get
Whatever works. Shout out to unarmed ground pound. Sure, whatever.
Do you think they go for it? Does he get the 3 stock on this game too? Do you think he can manage it?
Entirely possible, but I'm not going to say it's probable because 3-stocking Acno is not something that maybe more than 10 people on this planet can say that they've done.
Here it is.
Maybe
No!
recovery high. Neeze finds it.
Oh my gosh, he gets it. He gets it. The 3 stock. He's now 11th, the 11th person to do it.
He's the 11th.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. He definitely showed an amazing side of him on that Val pickup, completely dominating game 2 there, and definitely stays on that Val. No switch up on Acno, staying on the Kaya. And they are going on to game 3. How does Acno adapt to this different type of play from Neeze?
Very surprised to see the lack of a legend counter pick coming through from Acno. Usually, he's, especially after getting 3 stock, you know, he would be one to swap up to maybe the Val or maybe the Koji just to try and make it work, but sticking to the Kaya, and now on Miami Dome, gonna try and make it work. Neeze, though, he's all business right now with this sword, this Val.
Yeah, he's unrelenting. He's completely in Acno's face, telling him, hey, this is my map, this is my game. Hitting him with a GCD light, missing, dropping the Sarah, but he still doesn't give up. He's still hitting those sword and lights back and forth, going back to the gauntlet, and we've seen him do a lot of work with these gauntlets last matchup. Sizable damage lead. Let's see if Neeze can close out the stock, barely missing the GCD lights, and we know what comes after that if that connects.
No, what comes after that? Tell me. I have no clue.
the very,
it's a Sarah, right?
Important. Yeah, I know, the dare. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Acno saying something himself. GC Sig up high towards the top blast zone, bouncing back from the 3 stock in the previous game. Making sure that Neeze doesn't get too overconfident, trying to remind him that, hey, even though this is not my main, I still got a bow and I still got a spear. Still know how to use them both.
Yeah, good wake up from Acno's side. He was completely getting tossed with the sword on Neeze's side, but Acno said, nah, don't forget that I used to reign the parts these tournaments. I used to be number 1. Nice ground pound
Acno,
come out
what
from
you
Val,
doing?
though.
Acno, what you doing down there?
he's exploring. He's looking for something down there. He's trying to find something. But he gets taken out instead. 2-2, but Neeze gets a lot more damage stacked on him. Ooh, let's see what he does off stage here. Neeze has been doing very great with his gauntlet off stage against Acno here.
And he's trying to make use of the good old yoink off stage to get the throw into the blast zone, but instead, Acno is able to get the spear in hand, gets a little bit of a pogo, and then the side sig for the stock. 2-1. Like last game, never happened.
Yeah. He interrupted completely that weapon throw on gauntlets. A little too close for comfort on Neeze's side and gets punished completely. Gets his stock taken out as a result of that process. So, and Sarah missing completely on Neeze. Now, now Acno is putting a lot of pressure off stage from Neeze here with the spear. Let's see if Neeze can take this last stock here, or this second stock. Oh, great save! Nice in there to get that chase dodge up to save himself.
Maybe
Very
looking for a
risky
little
now.
bit of a repeat of how last game ended. Neeze tried to go all the way up to the top, exhausting his resources so he could get the exhausted recovery KO, but instead he just has to opt for the never-before-seen D-Light recovery.
Yeah,
On the
never before
stage.
seen. The extremely rare option on sword there. But ooh, okay, so again, the damage is not too different from both sides, especially to these pro players. Anything can happen at this skill level. So let's see, the sideline there missing. It's anybody's game still. Neeze going for that Sarah, and Acno picking up the spear here actually instead, trying to finish off this stock with that.
Coming back
see.
down to the stage, a little bit of damage built up. Acno still has the lead in terms of that, though, so Neeze got to do a little bit more work. The recovery comes through. Acno trying to recover his landing. Neeze running out of options, but he does get down. Tries for the slide.
Nice backdash with the almost the ground pound connecting. Acno
No
getting hit
way.
with a dare. Ground pound missing.
Oh! They traded back and forth so
intense.
much there off stage, but just by the skin of his teeth, Acno is able to make it back up towards the stage. Now has a bow in hand, going to be looking for the stock here and now, because if he gives Neeze another opportunity, especially with gauntlets, he's going to eat a recovery or a Sare off stage, and neither of those two things are going to be good for his long-term health.
Oh, the recovery barely taking him out unarmed. This is a heated match on last stocks. Who's gonna take it? Nobody is. Oh,
that should be
there
it,
we go.
and indeed it is. Acno barely. And I wish they didn't go to the stage ban so fast, because I definitely wanted to see the damage for that, but it's a little bit too
sure.
late. As Acno takes game number 2, again, if only just barely.
Yeah, that was so close though on those last stocks. The damage was fairly even. A lot of very close knockout. Very close to getting knocked out from both players there. Not just one player dominating that matchup. It's getting a lot more even. Neeze is adapting, but Acno is as well to the Val here. Let's see how game 4 goes on, and potentially we might see a game 5 if Neeze brings it back. We are match point for Acno.
Coming back on. Lots of
Let's
damage
see.
coming out in the early game. Looking for that landing nair.
All right, nice nair with the gauntlets down signature connecting on Val. Nice GC sideline recovery to catch Acno off the map there on the top side. Oh my gosh, Neeze is very showing off some pretty good skill on the gauntlets here and the reads. What Acno does
Damage.
here.
And a deep...
Nice there.
Okay, I was thinking that Sare might have been enough to get a clutch stock, a clutch reversal off stage if Acno played his cards right to be able to bring this back towards an even game. But instead, it's gonna be that. All right, Acno. I understand. Yes.
Yes. We've seen Acno do this before with the GC side signature there. But here we go with another downside connect. Is he gonna do the same play on this side of the map as well? Great dodge out of the spear nair from Neeze. But yeah, that nair on spear is very good to set up for other future combos, especially against this Val here. Oh, great recovery under that signature to wake up Acno a little bit.
Speaking of future combos, Acno getting a great string off, but Neeze, his escape options have been on point all night, and they have to be when you're playing against a legend like this, both in terms of the legend Acno is playing and in terms of Acno himself. If your defensive game isn't on point, you will just get evaporated. Like that, for example. Acno finds second stock and now puts himself on set point.
Yeah, Acno favors that gravity cancel side signature. He's able to take out 2 stocks this match just alone from that and previous matches as well. Great comeback from Neeze though to even out the stocks here. He's not going to let Acno take this this set easy. Nice. Ooh, they're going all the way up in the top of the map here, which we've seen a lot, actually. We've seen a lot of these players play really high up on Demon Island or off stage. Not a lot of... let's see what he does here. Neeze missing the nair, missing the grab, and Acno being reclaiming his spear.
Got the spear in hand. It's something that he's been making phenomenal use of throughout these games against the Val, just trying to use the Sare to block out the gauntlets, make sure that they can't do their job. But you can only keep the gauntlets blocked out for so long. And when they get in, stuff like that happens. Neeze finds the game.
Yeah. The Neeze almost up 100 damage on Acno there, so he definitely showed up in that 4th matchup. We're going to a game 5. I think this is our second game 5 of the tournament so far. Could be definitely wrong on that one.
It's like our third game 5, because we had Machete Fozy and Delta Pavelski. And actually, if you count lower bracket as well, Dummy Pavelski also went to game 5, which Dummy just took out in a 3-2. So this is technically our 5th game 5 of the overall tournament. That just shows the overall talent level here. These guys are all so close to each other.
Yeah, the skill level is definitely notable on these pro players in the EU side of the world. It's pretty intense to see how close these matchups are for this event. Acno putting a lot of work on Neeze, on the bow, hitting a lot of these nairs, utilizing these platforms on Miami Dome to really capitalize on these bow plays. Great end state coming out from Val.
Very, very scary spot to be in for Acno, but he manages to find the reversal to take control back of the stage. He's, though, with the sword in hand, going to be looking for the GC Sair. Doesn't find it.
Nice D-Light into the Nair from Val unarmed. Neeze is trying to do some more work with gauntlets. Their damage is incredibly even, but gets taken out with the side signature. I feel like Acno's feeling a little bit more comfortable on this Miami Dome. And definitely hitting a lot more combos, especially on the bow.
Yeah, a lot more damage coming through from Acno, and the first stock goes in his favor. So far, I believe anytime we've seen first stock taken, that has resulted in the game eventually going that same player's way. But there's always room for change as GC D-Light recovery comes through by Neeze towards that top blast zone to find an early-ish stock on Miami and brings us even to 2-2.
Yeah, that was a great catch from Neeze there. That GC's D-Light hits the recovery on the top of the match, or top of the map. Amazing, amazing catch there. Anticipating Acno going up there as well. So a lot of nairs missing out from the sword here. Great start connecting. Can he deny Acno coming back on stage? He cannot. D-Light into Dare. Let's see what follow-ups he's got. D-Light into Sair. I think Neeze just knows. We're just talking and joking. These nairs are going for every other option after D-Light here.
Yeah, I mean, like, he missed like 3 nairs in a row. I think it was he did like nair jump, jump, nair jump, and he was like, all right, time to never miss anything ever again. Not gonna miss that D-Light recovery. Takes the stock lead, so might be disproving the might be disproving the first stock into game win combo.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Again, it is match point, so whoever takes this moves on to the winner side of the bracket, but they can definitely make a comeback from the loser side as well. Neeze gets taken out with another side signature from the bow on Acno. So we'll see. Great weapon star from Acno, gritting Neeze getting that sword back, and a lot of damage coming out from building up from Acno. It's even. It's still even.
Perfectly even. Both of them on that mustard color, as you called it. I believe Neeze has a slight lead. Yeah, he does. Okay, it's extending more. Okay, having a battle in the magnifying glass for a second there.
Yeah, he's definitely not missing those nairs anymore. Connecting a couple, getting that recovery as well. Acno's in a dangerous spot here. Barely missing that Sair. Let's see what he does. Neeze is definitely still at 1 stock. Acno's looking like he's trying to bait Neeze off the stage there a little bit. But again, it's very dangerous, especially with that side signature on Val off stage. Great end light to catch. And yes, Neeze actually takes the match, takes the set.